You all set?
Yep.
Greg Pickle, I asked James Franklin on Tuesday whether he felt his offense had become too reliant and dependent on one player, true freshman running back Saquon Barkley, who did not play last week. He didn't really answer that question. He talked about the fact that they're playing a lot of freshman backs in general, but they're redshirt freshmen and that he has no choice.
Yeah.
That may be true, but I'll put it to you. Has Penn State just become completely too reliant on Saquon Barkley?
Yeah, when you look at this offense and the way it sort of worked, obviously there was sort of one thing that worked for this offense consistently, and that was Saquon Barkley breaking tackles, running over people, and picking up yardage, moving the sticks, and opening up the playbook a little bit. Without him, it was pretty clear that this offense has sort of reverted back to what it was previously, which was a lot of short passes, a lot of runs that don't go anywhere, a lot of deep balls sometimes that aren't really, close, and then they maybe pop one or two like they did against Army. But yeah, it does seem that they got pretty comfortable with the fact that Saquon Barkley was going to manhandle people. That worked in the non-conference slate, and it worked against Rutgers' banged up and secondary suspension depleted defense. I'm not sure that that's going to be necessarily the case going forward in Big Ten play, so it'll be interesting to see how they use him if he's back this week against Indiana.
Yeah, and even if he's back, when you hurt, it's a foot or an ankle, definitely that's bothering him. You just wonder if he'll ever be quite as explosive at 100%.
Yeah.
If he's not, it's a problem, but just moving it forward, the idea is true freshman runners get better with experience, but when you consider the backs that Penn State's using, Mark Allen and Nick Scott, Jonathan Thomas got some carries against Army. Akeel Lynch has been hurt. I don't know that they're really physically the kind of backs that can produce like Barkley does.
Yeah, I don't think so either. And I think the biggest thing is you watch Barkley hit the hole. He sees it and he gets through it. I mean, a lot of these other guys, they can be very talented and do a lot of good things after they get through the hole, but a lot of times they're too slow to get to it. And by the time they find it and get through it, it's closed up and there's a linebacker there or a safety waiting for him. So, yeah, it's definitely one of those things where Saquon Barkley has seen his role expand so much because he's able to do those things. And if these other guys aren't going to be able to do it, it's going to be a problem for Penn State offense if he's out.
Yeah, he's a special back, and if he's not on the field, as Penn State really gets into the heart of its Big Ten season, I think the script's going to be written, and we know how it's going to play out. Penn State is going to have to win close games. I don't think they're going to score a lot, even against teams like Indiana, which is allowing over 500 yards a game, Illinois and Maryland. If Saquon Barkley can't play, it is going to be on the defense and special teams to kind of really win the day, and you're looking at a lot of 2017 wins, and that's unfortunate, but that's the way that Penn State is this year, and as James Franklin did say, there's not a lot they can do about it.